we go, my profane friends. Look, here we go. Look, can you see it? Look, what is it the Freemasons say? Look, see, look, faith, hope and charity. Yeah, that's what they are. I thought he was shouting me. I thought he was saying Mason. Faith, hope and charity, pure Masonic. Do you know what I mean, my profane friends? How is that Masonic? Because I know it relates to this Masonic church. You know what I mean? Now if I show you that, okay, do you understand it? Let me go this way a bit. Oh, I'm so excited. Right there, my profane friends, let me show you. Oh, see it, they're hiding it, they're hiding it. Right, I'll do it from here, look. See it, look? 2, 3 circles make a square. And then you got your 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3 windows, look, 2, 4, 6, 2 at the end, 2, 3, 2. See, Masonic cubes, my profane friends, you see? And don't forget, we've got the 6 windows here, 3 and 3, so it's 6, 6, 6. Do you see what I mean, my profane friends? And very cleverly, if we look here again, because this is how they do it, we'll just come here. See this here, the 3 windows, look, 3, then you got the 2, then the 3, then up here, look, you got your 2, you see, 2, 3, 2. It's all Masonic symbolism, my profane friends. You see it, look, you got your 2 there, look, 2, 3, 2, 3, and then where's the other ones? There, look, 2. See, and we know that 3 circles, obviously circles within circles, and it's 2, 3, 2 in the middle of there. Look, by the way, the front petals, look, 2, 3, 2, they're all Masonic cubes, so it's 6, 6, 6. 3 circles make a square, you see? It's all there, my profane friends, in plain right, hidden though, of course. We can't have it out in plain sight for the profane to know we're decimating and desecrating their holy grounds. But that's what that is. Look, 2 windows, 1, 2, 3 windows, and at the end of here, you've got your 2 windows. See? 2, 3, 2. See, it's all Masonic, my profane friends. Even this, that, you know, you got your fleur de pis here. Let me just go up here a little bit. Oh, baby. And then what do you see? What do you see, my profane friends? Can you see the square and calm piss? You got the fleur de pis 3 times, look, fleur de pis 3 times, and you got your square and calm piss, look. Square and calm piss. See? Hidden in plain right. See? That's what that is, my profane friends. They are always, always decimate and desecrate holy ground. Do you know what I mean? And like I said, they at night they're doing Masonic rituals in there, and they're blaspheming like left, right and centre just to decimate it and desecrate it every day. You know? See the windows, look? 3 windows, 3 windows, 3 windows. The Masonic 9 at the top, look, 2, 4, 6. See? Let's go in. Let's see what we got. You know what I mean? Oh, hello, hello. What's going on here? Oh, it's a bumble sale. A Masonic bumble sale, by the way. Oh, yeah. Masonic bumble sale. Wonderful.
So are you looking for somebody?
Oh, no. Are you profane? You're the best. Hey, no, just seeing it. I thought it was a church.
The church is upstairs. It's open until 3.
All right, I'll have a look up there.
You're welcome to a coffee.
Oh no, I'm all right. I've drunk so much coffee today, I nearly need a wee.
Okay.
Thank you very much, kind man. You're the best. Oh, it's so exciting, these pedo swells, look. How wonderful in the church. 6, 6. As above, so below. Let's have a look up here then. Oh, they're blocked off, I think. I don't think we're allowed in here. It's blocked off by the look of things. Oh, I've come in the wrong way, I think. I'll sneak in anyway. You know what I mean? Someone's put a chair here, love. Who's done that? They're taking a liberty, aren't they? Yeah, that's all right. Thank you, love. I'll put it there. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Is that professional? Oh, you're so wonderful and sweet. Look at that, look, 2, 3, 2. How amazing is that? But we've got the 9 steps, of course, you know what I mean? 7 subtotal, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Is that amazing, isn't it? Well, I forgot about the 13.
You're kind of seeing things that...
What you're not seeing?
That I'm not seeing.
Because you're profane, you see, that's what they call you, the profane. But that is 2, 3, 2, yeah? You see the 2 at the top?
Yeah.
And then you got 3,
Oh yes. Yeah.
and then you got 2, yeah?
Yeah.
So that's 2, 3, 2, and each window is 2, 3, 2, yeah? Correct?
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Now 2, 3, 2 makes a Masonic cube. Now how many sides has the cube got?
4.
What
Oh
cube?
no, sorry. Oh,
Watch
no, I
her,
never
she's a
was.
dodgy one, you know what I mean? Watch her, she's dodgy as hell, mate, you know what I mean?
Cube.
Yeah, a cube, yeah? So look, I'll show you what it makes on this bit of paper, yeah? And then you tell me, yeah, look at this, look. This is 2, 3, 2. Well, that pen don't work, we'll have this one. I know the vicar, me and him are top mates, you know what I mean?
If you write on it, because I need
Yep.
to follow directions on the other side.
All right, I'll show you where you live. Right, 2, 3, 2. Would you agree that that is the windows, yeah?
Yeah.
2, 3, 2, yeah? Now watch this, look. That's what it makes, yeah?
I see what you mean.
Now you see what I mean, yeah? Masonic cube, 6 sides. So why are them windows 6, 6, 6?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Dodgy Lucifarian, eh?
Masonic lodges.
You know the Masonic lodges, that's right, you know, that is true, yes.
All this stuff.
But also, because we have these pyramids, yeah, these little pyramids here, yeah,
Yeah.
which give you the extra dots, yeah, which are here, 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 and here. So that's 7 subtotal points. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. That puts the G in there, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points, you see. So 13, 3 times is what? 39, yeah? So it's 3 9s, 999, as above, so below, 666. See, and that's why you've got 13 points on each one of these. No, I'm a profane Freemason. So, what does that entail? So what we've got here now, if I show you the 2, 3, 2 again, all right? Remember this, okay? There's your 2, 3, 2. 7, entered apprentice, fellow craft, master mason, okay? Then you get the 5. See, the 5, which is the 5 hidden chambers, and then you've got 7 hidden chambers, right? But the point, which is in the centre, okay, is the G. The 7th letter of the alphabet is the G, yeah? Okay, so if I now do this, look, okay, that's what that is. Square and compass, what puts the G in the middle, you see? Okay, that puts the G in the middle of the square and the compass, and then when you count the points, the extra ones here, look, that's what gives you the 13. See, 7, that's the 9 steps, these two. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. See, and that's what each one of these represents, these windows, you see? The 13 steps in Freemasonry, and that's what that is. How about that, Sugar Puff?
Well.
Wow, so if we've got 6, 6, 6 for Lucifer, and then we've got 13, 13, 13 for the 3 9s.
Have you been here before?
No, I am part of the service though. I am like the vicar. You know what I mean? What are you laughing at? I am the vicar. I'm your new vicar. I can't control it. Yeah.
Did you tell Stuart that?
You know what I mean? He knows me. He's been expecting me.
Has he?
Yeah. And if you look at the floor, look at the floor, it's all square and compasses, look. It's all on the square, you see? And you've got your 4 pyramids. See, the 4 pyramids. And then you've got the square. And there's your point within the square. Square and compass. The point is the compass, you see? So it's the circle. Point, see, it's all Masonic, you see? All square and compass. Look at the doors. 1 door, 2 door, 3 door, right? How many panels are on the door? 6. See how bad at maths you are, that's right. 6 panels there. So it's 6, 6, 6. See, 6 panels. 6, 6, 6. Why is that? Don't you think that's strange that they'd have Lucifarian 666 all about? I think it's quite strange, don't you? Was this a Masonic lodge then in the day or what?
Well,
No, they do rituals within churches though. The thing is, the point is, the more they decimate the holy ground, the better it is for them. But that's what that is, look. 6, 6, 6, 13, 13, 13. Yeah, you will. And once you start to see it, it opens your eyes. But there they are, look, see? 2, 3, 2. That's your 7 steps. The G goes in the middle, and that's the 7. Then you've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13, 13, 13 adds up to 39, 3 nines, 999, as above, so below. Even them rails out there, look, make the square and calm piss, and it's hidden in plain right. You see what I mean? See the little, them points, it's all on the points, there's always the points. And that there makes the square and calm piss, if I can keep my hands, look, you know what I mean? But anyway, you tell that vicar, I'm here to take over.
So, well, I need to. What's your name?
Oh, my name's Stuart. Or
Your
Mac.
Your name's Stuart.
Yeah, I am a Stuart from the clan of the clan. The Stuarts. See, these are all Freemasons, all of these. You know what I mean? They work, they hide their Masonic aprons, you see, and manipulate people from the pulpit. You see, that's what they do, and they control it. Hello, I'll tell you what, you have a quid, and I'll have a quid. What do you reckon? What are you laughing at? I'm serious. Yeah, oh no, we'll cut you in. You can have a 50p, can't you?
Not an awful lot there.
Well, that's all right. What's this one? Now, what you got to do is look for the coins, what are most valuable, yeah? Because you can get a lot of money for them. If they put a special one in, you can actually get a lot of money for them. So always keep an eye on them, yeah?
I'm not going to go through that though.
Oh no, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? But if we share that, we can go get a burger each. What do you reckon? You know what I mean? That'll get us a pint at the pub as well. Hey, anyway, have a good go. Oh, here's your pen, sorry.
Oh,
Thank you very much. Have a good go, girls, all right? Remember, I love you all and you're the best. If you need a Christmas kiss, I'll be here next year. That's beautiful. But you see, once you show them, they know. See? I could go all the way around here. It's all, it's all Masonically owned. You know what I mean? It's all in the windows, look. The square and the calm piss, if you care to look. All very subtle, isn't it? See, they don't like it, you know what I mean? They don't like it up them, these vicars, you know what I mean? And once you start showing it, look, that's the 5. That's not 5. That is the Masonic forget-me-not. And where these points are here, yeah, is your 6th circle, yeah. So it's 6, you see, and that one's 6. You see what I mean, my profane friends? So that's your 6. That's your 6, and then these are your 3, and your 3 for your other 6. So it's 666. You see. So when you see that, see. That's a 6 because each point of the flowers here, the circles, make the 6th circle. So that's your 6. That's your 6, and then the 3 here, with the 3 here, is your other 6. See, so it's 666. See how they decimate the ground? It's amazing, isn't it? How they get away with it. All that Masonic heraldry. Look, even here, look, you see it? What do you think they are? That's 4 square. Put it together, it's 4 square. You see? 3 circles, look, make a square. Look, the point within the circle, 33 degrees. 3 circles make a square. Square within the circle, you see? It's all, they're the ones that rule your pulpit, the elites, you know? I mean, look at that there, look, what's that there? See, within the circle, you see? And we know that's 232, 6 pyramids, 6 sides. 666, you see. So who's standing behind that pulpit? This here, take a seat, look, and please turn over. What does that mean? That's a Masonic chair, isn't it? The Nesbank, one in Jesus Christ, look then. That's a Masonic chair, that is. You know what I mean? Again, a German doctor, 1,000 new patients, over 2,000 attended, 4,000 living in the colony, adopted by Princess Elizabeth under a scheme run by the British Empire, Leprosy Relief Association. See? It's all their money. That's Masonic, see? It's the Masonic chair for the worshipful master. See? And there's 3, notice there's 3 chairs, look, there's 2 on the other side, look. See, right there. See, 2 chairs here. 1 chair, 2 chair, 3 chairs. You see, always 3. They have to put the 3 in because it's the Masonic way. See? Sneaky little buggers. Point within the circle within the square, you see? Look. It's mad, isn't it? You know what I mean? Again, look, all around the outside, all them squares, look, making the square and the calm piss, look, you see? Decimate the church with their symbolism, look. See the square and compass, look? Square and calm piss. See? Again, this window here, look, same thing, look. 6, because that's the Masonic forget-me-not. 6, and then all windows are 3, and 3 is the other 6. 6, 6, 6. See? It's amazing, isn't it, how they get away with it. And again, can you see here? Look, oh my God, that's amazing. Can you see the 6, 6, 6? Look, you see it? Look, 6, 6, 6. Look, that's what that is. But they won't tell you that. And then you've got 3 above it. Look, that's a Masonic cube. Yeah, that's a Masonic cube. Look, because it's got 3 points: the land, the air, and the water on each side. Look, they've only done it 3 times. Look, 1, 2, 3, because they know that makes a Masonic cube of 6, 6, 6. You see? You see what I'm saying, my profane friends? They know exactly what they're doing. It's beautiful, you know what I mean? But, you know, if I explain it to them, I'll get in trouble for it. They're watching me anyway, the ladies. They'll report back to the vicar. We had someone noticing all the Masonic square and compasses within the church, look, you see? It's amazing, isn't it? But anyway, what do I know? You know what I mean? It's amazing. Right, do you know what that sign is there, kind lady? Like the 3, like, what are they called? Like they're spermy type things. You know the 3 things in the middle? They look like little tadpoles.
Oh, yes,
what are they?
Yes.
Because they look a bit like 6s to me. See what I mean? 6, 6, 6, no?
Yes.
And you see on each side is the 3 points, didn't you? They make Masonic cubes. There's 3 of them that's 6, 6, 6. It's amazing, isn't it? I don't know why they get away with that, you know. And Freemasons, you got to watch them. If you know any, we'll get them. Don't worry. Their time is at an end. You know what I mean? Anyway, thank you very much, kind lady. It's been a real pleasure. I just think it's wonderful. I love churches.
Are you going back down that
Can I
way?
go that way? Can I?
Well, you can. That's,
Oh, thank you. Oh, you're the best.
well, you can go.
And I'll just show you the thing, that tadpole thing in there. You've got a tadpole and you've got 3 points, look. When you see 3 points like this, yeah, what that represent is that, yeah? That's what that is when you've got 3 points. And what does that make, look? Makes the Masonic cube, you see? The Masonic cube. I say, yeah, oh gosh, that's what I mean, yeah. So then, you know, when it's got 3 on the outside, again, 6 cubes, 6, 6, 6. They've got little tadpoles, you know the little tadpoles? But they do look a bit like 6s, don't they? You know what I mean, girls? You know? And then on the top of them, they've got the 3 points. They look like this, really. They do it in petals, like this. This is how they normally do it. Like petals. I'm not really good at it, actually. That's a bit terrible, actually. Let me see if I can do it right. They do petals like this, yeah? Sort of like that. The petals are like that, yeah, the flowers. But what that actually represents, as I've said, is like this. This is what it is. This is what it represents, yeah? And it's the Masonic cube. And that's what they represent, the Masonic cube, because they know it makes 666, you see? And it stands for land, air, water. We dominate over the land, the air, and the water. That's what them 3 little points mean. And there's only 3 of them, because again it makes 666. But it's strange, isn't it, how all this is 666, 13. Get your eyes on them Freemasons. Are your husbands Freemasons? I was going to say, good. Tell your husbands I love them. They're the best.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And you're good girls as well. Sorry?
Watch the staircase.
Oh yeah, that's all right. If I fall down, just get on my chest like that and give me lots of kisses. I'll soon revive myself. All right, girls? Take it easy. Remember, I love you. Thank you very much. You're the best. Bye. Hello. How are you, kind man? Having a great day?
I'm just recording my voice.
Oh, you're all right, mate. Take it easy. Remember, I love you. And there you go, you see? Pure Masonic, you know what I mean? Oh, lovely dog. Have a good day, baby. And there you go, you know what I mean? Again, people don't believe it. Even when you explain it to them, they're looking at me going out. But even though I explained them windows to them, they knew. They couldn't deny it. Do you see what I mean? Like I said, these windows all represents, that's a 666. See, you've got the 6 in the circles. You know what I mean? That's 666, and then the 3 windows make up the other 6, a 666, and then you've got the all-seeing eye within the pyramid. See? And that's what that circle is over there, look. See? Crazy. Look at the windows here. You see, look, again, look. Can you see it? Look, them little, the way they've done the petals. Look, you see the petals? Look, they make the Masonic cube. You see, and then you got the shield of the family or whatever. But they know that makes 666. Tricky little Freakmasons. You know what I mean? I've got my eye on them, I'll tell you. I mean, look at this real estate here. Do you think a profane person that's worked in a shop with all these threes, look, 3 for 33 degree, all the 6, 6, 6, do you see what I'm saying? Yeah, 3 on see, it's always 3s, it's always the 6s, you see, it's all around you, even to the extent, can you see the little pyramid there? Look, that is more than likely a ranking, and no one will recognise it, but that'll tell you the rank of the person that lives within this building. Do you see what I mean? You know, like here, look. Oh God almighty, look, what's the 3 circles doing there, do you think? And that's what I'm on about. When you see 2 hourglasses, you know, where the salt goes through, or the sands of time, when you get 2, that actually represents 2 hourglasses, yeah, side by side. When you see it, or this type of shape, it represents 3 circles, yeah. Again, another hidden Masonic symbolism that people don't realise or know about, but again, it's the 3 circles. But remember, when you see 2 hourglasses, obviously they'd be up that way, that actually means 3 circles, okay, that make a square. Again, look, this is just square and calm piss, and that's what it is. Look, see what I mean? It's amazing. Everything is run by Freakmasons. Or do you think someone in Kentucky is now going to control this hotel in the future with their big pyramid there? Look, you see the pyramid and the square. See, it's amazing the way they get away with it. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? It's amazing, isn't it? But the heraldy's there. Look, you see it? That's the heraldry of the person who own it. You know, like some king, you know, or queen. Again, we've got the windows. Look. The arches, the squares, the pyramids, it's all in there denoting the rank of the people that own it, you know. And that'll be, like I said, that'll be well established families, not people, you know, like the peasants that you see, that, you know, the ones they get working and selling their drugs for. You know, the higher up the pyramid you go, the more corrupt they are in keeping that power, you know. Yeah, how about this one? Look at this now coming up. Oh my baby. Yeah, what do you reckon of that one there? Look, can we see it? Let's have a look. Where is it? Right there. What do you reckon of that one? How's about that? Do you reckon a profane person built and owns this building? They'll tell you there is a person, that a profane person owns it. Do you know what I mean? They ain't going to tell you the Freakmasons own any of this, because that building, just the same as that church, hides a Masonic apron in ownership, you see. Mad, isn't it? Look. Who do you think owns this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she can come in. Women drivers, isn't it, mate? You know what I mean? Have a good day. She's laughing. Women drivers. Oh, baby. But again, look at the gate. Look. See these represents 2 hourglasses, yeah? We'll give you the 3 circles, see? But it's also the square and calm piss. You can see the square and calm piss in the middle, yeah? But it's also 2 hourglasses, yeah, what makes 3 circles. See, 1 circle, 2 circles, 3 circles. But it's, like I said, it's, you know, it's hidden in plain white. You can represents and has many different meanings, you know. But the gate itself, like I said, look, there's your 6 points. They're your 6 points for square and calm piss. You know, look at the door. Look, what do you think that pyramid's there? Keep the rain out? No, it denotes. And the square beneath, obviously, you got the square here. Look. See what I mean? He's on the square, you know. That's what it's all about. It's all Masonic. Masonically owned. Do you want me to hold your hand, love? Are you alright getting across?
Thank
All
you
right.
very much.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, you're right.
That's a lovely thing to do.
I know, you're welcome. Yeah, no, I
So-
just, you know,
so
because there's a couple of cars and that, I didn't want you getting run over. Oh, you're welcome. You're alright, love. Take it easy. Have a nice day. Oh, hey. And again, look, what they've done here, I can just move, right? You can see the black and white chairs, look. Black and white chairs. We are the Masons. You know what I mean? See? Another, you know, the waterside restaurant, yeah? You know what I mean? Because it's Masonically owned. Or do you think, again, a profane frickin' hell? What the hell's going on there, baby? I don't like that tree. That can't be right. No way. What? I don't know if you're about to see that through the window. So look, see the square in the compass, look, in that tree, look. See it? How they done that? That can't be right. Let me come here a bit. Wait there, where is it? That just flashed me, you know what I mean? I was like, shit. Can you not see that? Square and compass. Where is it? Look. See it? Look, in that tree, look. Square and compass. But this is what this is, look. Black. It's more than likely been done by design by the Freakmasons. But again, look, black and white chairs, look, you see? It's all black and white chairs, black and white, black and white, black and white. Nothing Masonic, but it marks their territory, you see what I mean? That's what it's all about, marking what they own, you know what I mean? They don't trick me, but that's all owned by this, all this real estate, you see? And who comes along? The holiday makers, the people that consume their products and their, you know, their meals and all the rest of it, you know what I mean? Same as this one here, you know, Townhouse Hotel. Another hotel owned by Freakmasons. How do I know that? Well, it's black and white, isn't it? So I mean, they do your like I said, they do your weddings. You know, you got the big G in there. Look, even though it's called the Glen Morrisons, you got the G within the circle. Look, within two circles. So I mean, square and compass, black and white. So I mean, so you know, but they wouldn't tell you that. And obviously, we got this here. Can you see that, my profane friends? The world domination ball on top of a pyramid. You see? And then you've got the world domination balls on the rails here, you know. But that's what it is. And obviously you've got another big domination ball there. Look, you see, they own it all. It's all in the architecture. You see what I mean? Or do you think some profane person now working in Sainsbury's for fucking 200 years is now going to buy that place out? You'll never get that. It'll never go up for lease. Nothing goes up for lease. Anything. I mean, it's all an illusion that you can buy this stuff. No one can buy it because the Freakmasons own it. It's just all an illusion they keep playing over and over again. You know, a lot of game of Monopoly or a Game of Thrones, you know. They own it, they keep it, and they don't let anyone else have a part of it, you know. Unless you're rowing their way, then you can have what you want, you know what I mean? But it's all owned by Freakmasons. Look, even this tells me, look. Now I wonder why this gate has 3 circles on it, and then we've got the 4 pyramids, look, and then these little things here makes the square. You see, it's the square, the pyramid, and 4 circles. These are 4 circles, and that's the 5th circle, you see, which is the 5 points. 2, 3, 2 make the Masonic cube of 6, you see. You know what I mean? It's all hidden, you see what I mean? 3 circles make a square. And again, it's up there, look, you've got the fleur de pis on the rails, look. Can you see the fleur de pis, look? See, it's all in everything. It don't matter what it is, they own it. See it there? They own everything. We own nothing. They can put for sale sign on it. It doesn't mean it's for sale. They just give it to another brother. Can you buy this house for us? And his name go on it. Like I said, it's just a shuffle. You know, all an illusion that things are for sale. You know, same design as what you had back there, yeah? This design here, yeah, here, look, yeah? This, what I've just told you, obviously you can see the square and compass, right? Yeah, and it's 666 and blah blah blah. But it's the 4 pyramids, look, within the square, okay? And it's the same thing. But this symbolism here, there's nothing changed. You've just got to do that Darren Brown thing and rearrange it. This one flips that way, that one flips that way, these 2 go that way. Then you've got your squares, circles, and pyramids. But it's the square anyway. But you've got the circle, and it's 2, you know, it's nothing's changed. It's the same symbolism. They've just changed it, and because of the Darren Brown, you have to unlock the key. Do you know what I mean? Look, above the door, look, you can see the 9 windows. So you can see the little square and compasses in the. See the square and compass, look? Tells me it's Masonic. Look, you can see it. You know, and then you've got your circles on the gate, of course. Don't forget your circles on the gate. My God. This here, another design, look, by the Freaktards. You can see the square and compass, look, yeah? Obviously, but what have you got on the points, look, where the points of the circles make the 3 circles, where these points make, that's where your square is, look. 3 circles make a square, square and compass. Tells me it's the 6 points, look. That makes the square and compass. These are points. Square, compass. It's Masonic. You know what I mean? That's why it is pyramids. and put the alarm system in there to represent the all-seeing eye, I presume. But you know what I mean? What do I know? I'm too profane. You know what I mean? But all these, this is what all of this is. This is the original. Can you see the square and compass? See the square and compass? That's what the fish is. Remember I said about the fish? See, when you see this fish, yeah, like that, the fish, look, you see it, look, the fish, which is also the mitres hat, yeah, but you do an as above, so below. That's what gives you then the square and compass. You see? Do you see what I mean? But obviously it's circles as well. Don't forget, these are circles, look, circles, you see? When you see two, that's a circle, and then there's another circle, there's another circle. So it's one circle, two circles, three circles, yeah, make a square. See? Square and compass. So that's what that is, look, you see? These are three circles, one circle, two circle, three circle, you see? But they're also fish. And like I said, the symbolism, yeah, represents each and different things. So the fish, yeah, when you see that fish, it's not only to do with the mitre hat, yeah, it's to do with the square and the compass, you see? And they'll ask a question like how many fish takes to make a square and, you know, a circle and a square. That'll be four, yeah, four fish, 1 2 3 4, and then what you got, one circle, two circle, three circle, see? And that's what they do. These are the type of questions they have. Obviously you've got the two square and compasses in the middle there, yeah, but this is what, you know, this is how they do it. And then you've got the big circles there, one circle, two circles, three circles. Then when you match up the points, 1 2 3 4 points, you get your square, you see? And that's how they do it, that's how they trick you, you know? Again, above the door, look, a different design. It's just not, the 6 windows are different, look, 4 in the middle, 2 on either end. 6 windows, it marks it for Freemasonry, you see? Nothing's changed. Yeah, look, now another gate, it's another ranking of a different system. I'm just seeing if a car's going to run me over. Again, you can see the square and compass like this, yeah? See it, look, the square and compass, yeah? But it's diamonds this time, and pyramids, look, as above, so below pyramids. But again, what have we got here, look? You see the hourglass? This is an hourglass, look, and this is an hourglass. And what do 2 hourglasses make? The square and compass, you see, look? Do you see what I mean? And again, this here, look, you see this from here, look, this here, that's the top of the fish, and there's the back end of the fish. See, that's the fish, see? The fish, but as you can see plainly, look, 2 fish, what you can see, look, the 2 fish makes the square and compass. And they have questions like that to tell if you're a Freemason or not. And if you can't answer the questions right, what they ask you, then you're going to get assassinated. You're shot during war. What side, whatever uniform you're on, it doesn't matter. It's what matters to them is whether you can answer their Masonic questions or not. Quick, hurry up before you get run over, bloody whip. I'm telling you, I blame the English. Have a great day. Yeah. Oh, baby. Blame the bloody English. You know what I mean? They're your Masonic freaktards. Look at that, look, that monstrosity there, yeah? That just honours, you see, look, you've got the pyramid here, yeah? Straight away you got your pyramid and you got your square. See? You know, and that's your neighbourhood, right? And then what we got is this here, and you can see the world domination balls, look, you see the world domination balls, you've got your obelisk, and then right in the centre of that, up there, if you have a look, you got the point within the circle, and then the circle within the square. See what I mean? Nothing holy about it, it's just come out of there. I nearly got caught there on cameras. I'm in charge of the camera, right? It doesn't matter anyway. But there it is, look, the point within the circle, look, you see? And these points here, these flat pieces here, they make the square. So it's the square, circles, 2 circles or 3 circles within the square, you see? That's all it is, nothing's changed, and that's just honouring Freemasons that fought against other Freemasons in the war. Nothing to do with the profane. You know, you got your Pinot Noir here, look, there's a geezer, I don't want to offend him, but you got your shield, you got your circle, look. See, it's amazing, amazing. Morning, have a great day, and you, thank you. And that's what it's all about, you know. They think, Where's the bridges? No bridge. Wonderful. No bridges. I thought there's a bridge to get over. It's bloody miles away. Christ almighty. They shut that bridge off there, so I couldn't even get across there. So I've got to carry on, you know. But the narrative is cool, you know. Like I said, we need to wake up the people to this 232 and 323. Because once people wake up to it and you show them it's 666, it's everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Look, you see it there? That's the square and the calm piss with the square circle within the right in the middle. You know what I mean? Killing the gang, baby. Have a nice day. And you. So yeah. Look at that, they own it. Who thinks owns that there, look, that hospital or whatever it was, look. See the big pyramid, look, it's Rome, innit? You know, everything's Rome, Greece. You know, all these people, you know, the families, they're all safe in their positions of power, and they know they are for the next 1,000 years. And if you get close to taking any of that power away from them, they'll decimate they'll start a war. You know what I mean? And they'll kill anyone and everyone who's a threat. I'll be one of the first to go. You know what I mean? And we can't allow them to get away with that again. You know what I mean? And what they do, if you're, you know, all them people that just weren't willing to go to war, yeah, who they shot and killed on a firing range, yeah, that was all murder by the Freemasons. See again, look, these are all, look, 6 points, look, all square and calm piss. You can see the square and compass in the easy bit, and obviously there's pedo swells and there's sixes, look, 6 and 6. See, even the diamonds on there, look, tell me it's a Masonic house. You know, you can see the pyramids and the decoration. They're all sixes if you look. 666, look, they're all sixes, look. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. You see? Pure Masonic. Madness, isn't it? Oh, there we go. So there you go. They're all sixes, look. And then you obviously you got your obelisk. See, and you got your obelisk on top of a world domination ball on this one, but they're all on top of pyramids. You know, it tells me it's Masonic. There's nothing profane about it at all. We don't own anything. You know, look, fleur de pis, look. The Knights Templar cross. See? Knights Templar cross, you know what I mean? It's beautiful. Wonderful. They look like half of these are empty, and more than likely no one living in them, you know what I mean? Because they ain't going to put no profane people in. Again, this is up for sale, but again, that'll be being sold by some Freemason, and that'll be some Freemason that buys it. Here we go again, look, do you see the design? Look, I've taught you about the hourglass. You know what I mean? The hourglass. Can you see the hourglass, look? There's the hourglass, look. You see it, look? That's your hourglass, yeah? 1 hourglass, 2 hourglasses, yeah? What the sand goes through, yeah? 2 hourglasses, look, makes the square and compass. See, it's the square and compass. That's why there's three diamonds, look. 3 diamonds makes the square and compass. See? That's what that is. That's why you've got 3 lines, look. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You're right, Sugar Puff. I'm just doing the old Masonic symbolism. I love it. Oh! Alright, slow down, mate. You might fucking fall over. Look at that. He's gone like a savage. Oh, baby. I'm so excited about that. Was you? But yeah, it's the Masonic symbolism, you see. That's what I'm interested in. You know the square and compass?
Yes.
Yeah? So if you follow the lines, the square, the compass, you see? And then you've got this, yeah, this represents here is an hourglass where the sands of time go through, yeah? Sure. Yeah, you see it? Yeah. You've got 2, so if you ever see 2 south, you see, that makes the square and compass, you see? But people don't know it, you see, and that's what it's all about. They hide it in plain right, what's called hidden in plain right. You see, you've got the square and compass here look, as well, you see? It's all about the squares, the pyramids, and the circles. Circles.
You are an observant fellow.
Isn't that beautiful work?
I know. It's pure Masonic though, isn't it? Because you've got the pyramid, and then you've got the world domination ball on top.
Oh yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
We dominate over you. See? That's what that is. See? And each window, if you look, a 9. Each window's 9.
Oh, yeah.
See?
Yes.
So with the 9, you take 3 sixes, because the other mate 3 6s, 666. You see, it's all Masonic. The whole house is. You know, they own it. We don't, and I love it. It's the best. Have a great day, folks. You're the best of the best of the best. Where you come from, anyway?
Missouri.
Missouri? Really? Wow, I love it. That's the greatest. Have a great day and welcome to Scotland. I blame the English myself. You know what I mean? Trust me, we're in a lot of trouble. We've caused all the wars. See that there? Look, it's got a world domination ball on it. Look, you see it? Look, that little. And then, oh, you might have to come a bit right to the right, yeah. See, and on top of that, it's got an obelisk. What you see in Washington, yeah? Yes. See, on the top of that pyramid. Here, look, 3 circles make a square. See, 3 circles make a square where you get the point. That's what that is, you see? So it tells me it's another Masonic house, you see? It's madness, isn't it? Anyway, you guys are the best of the best of the best. And I'll love you.
One circle makes a square here.
That's it. That's what it is. See, it's the circle within the square. And then you got your 4 pyramids, look. See, pyramids, squares and circles.
Okay.
And that tells you it's a Masonically owned and it's a ranking Freemason that lives there.
No kidding.
No.
I know
And,
what's not there.
and I could show you this, look. Like this, for instance, that's got 2 circles, yeah? Right, 2 circles, then 3 circles and 2 circles, right? 232, do you know what that represents? A Masonic cube, the cube of Saturn. See, 232. And I'll show you that. I'll turn this off now and I'll show